Well, I've done some more cutting and grinding, as you can see. I got that ground through there. And so I'm pretty happy with that. I'm going to be replacing, this is all going to get replaced. This is all getting replaced. And also a bunch of, this all the way up here is getting replaced. So I do have a bit of a grind mark here, but I'm okay with that. This will all be replaced all the way into here by the new panel I get. I just hope I don't have to lose my Made in Canada or Transport Canada '0971. Yes, I have a 71 Super Beetle. So that's when it's brought in. I think that's my serial number right there. I'm not sure. But anyway, I will try to preserve that here using a bigger grinder. And I was just going to try to get a little bit more into here and see how that goes. Well, here it is. I got my lower fender from California Imports, and I'm pretty impressed by it. When you look at this, it wraps right around and attaches right to there. And I think I will separate the fender right along here, because it looks like it's been separated once before. I'll clean that right out, and I'll get that all out of there. And I'll probably use a power chisel on that and take it up to where my cut mark will be. But that's kind of the next steps in this journey, is to get this fender off. So I'll be undoing all these bolts inside here, all the way up, and peeling the fender off. But I can't get the fender off until I grind off that last bit. So I'll leave a couple bolts on at the end. I can't get the fender off until I grind off that. So I will leave a couple bolts on at the end, and then I've got some good grinding blades. I can grind that off relatively easy, or I might even take the plasma cutter and just cut right around it, take it off, because and then so I have it out in the open. So we'll see how it goes. Well, I've been doing some buffing out with a steel brush, and just trying to see exactly what kind of mess I'm getting myself into. And the minute you start doing body work, you know right away that you're in over your head, without a doubt. I'm busy looking at this, and right here is basically just steel right away, so that's good. I was trying to use the plasma cutter down here just to experiment with it, but there's so much Bondo that I couldn't get through it all. So I've come up here, so I'm just going to use a steel wheel, but you can see that it was welded all the way along here, and welded and spot welded here, and they built a patch and they put that in there. So I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do here. I'm going to experiment a little bit to try to make this look good, but I'm going to set this up and do a little time lapse, and I'm going to be using the grinder on this and seeing if I can't get it all sorted out that way. So hope you enjoy. Thanks a lot. Okay, so here it is. I've got a bunch of it cut out now. I'm going to clean this up a whole lot more than what it is right now. And you'll notice a bunch of rust in here, so I'm going to try to do some rebuilding of that also. I'm not exactly sure. I think that's part of the heater channels. And you can see down here it's rusted through there, and it's rusted through. I have blood on my fingers. Anyway, it's rusted through all the way through. So I'll be building that. Now, fortunately, I have quite a bit of scrap metal now, so I can do a pile of building and it will all work out. So anyway, that's where I'm at right now with this. So we'll continue on this journey. Well, you can see that this has already been double patched, in that once upon a time someone put in this chunk of steel. That's the original. This is a new chunk of steel that was put in probably when they did all the body work, but it rusted out really bad, and I actually am not that impressed with the job that they did. So I've discovered that the difference between a good weld and a bad weld is the grinder. So I'm going to put a few more welds in here. If you notice, I'm just sort of spot welding it all the way along, and then I'll put up some in between. And I'm recognizing that not all of them are holding good. MIG welding is a wonderful thing to do, but it's very notional with rust or any contaminants. So I'm just going to try to do the best I can and call it good enough. So you can watch, and I'm not going to say watch and learn. You can watch and mock. So it's not real pretty, but with some grinding, it'll look just fine. Well, fortunately, I have this, and this slides right over that, and nobody's going to know how bad that weld looked. Yeah, it looks pretty bad right now, and I'm not going to pretend I'm a welder. As a matter of fact, I am not a welder. I'm not even a really good carpenter. I'm just who I am. So, but I like puttering. I enjoy doing this, and as I had my rant earlier, if you can't enjoy what you're doing for fun, stop it. Don't do it. But I got buddies with cool tools, and I'm just having some good fun here. Okay, it's looking a lot cleaner, a lot better. I discovered I was trying to weld without any argon gas in my MIG welder, so that never goes well. That's why I was spattering so much. So I've done a bunch more tweaking and stuff, but I got my number one man. I'll be doing a video with him coming up here right away. He's one of my staff, and he does a shop program to do reach out to former gang members and others and try to just share the love of Christ with them. And he's a welder, and he's going to be coming and giving me a bit of a hand here, and mostly going to be teaching me, because I recognize an awful lot of the mistakes I have here are operator error. So yeah, we're going to keep on trucking away here, but this is where we're at right now.
Oh, dear.
Did you do a hole?
Yeah.
Okay, Rob, now what exactly are you doing here?
I'm welding the thing to the thing.
Okay, that's very technically accurate. And what did you find with our welder? What was wrong with it?
Much too hot. Wire speed way too low. And gas settings on the wrong setting. I'm not too familiar with millers, but...
So generally speaking, it was hit every possible way wrong that it could be.
Give or take.
But we got her under control now.
Yeah, it's going now.
And you're doing a great job. I'm just going to zero in a little bit closer here.
Pretty much no spatter on that.
No,
now.
that's the way a weld's supposed to look, even with the occasional hole.
Yeah.
So
it's so thin. Especially when it's butted up like that. It's just so thin.
And I'm real happy with how that patch turned out. Even though I'm not real happy with the crack in the door. It's mostly right, but I should have showed it before. I'm twice as good now than what I was, but yeah, always making excuses. The door lined up well. I'm pretty happy. Could be better, but at the same time, it's better than what it was. Again, I jumped a little bit in here. That was a lot of time that it took to put that all together. I'm so thankful for Rob that came over and did the welding for me. I learned a bunch, and I've been tackling more welding, and I'm happier with my results. Again, subscribe, like, and continue on. Thank you for those who have been pursuing after me. I know it's been a whole month since I posted a video, and I will try to be a little more diligent over the Christmas holidays. So Lord bless you and keep you, and just a little shot of my dining room and my Christmas tree, and to say, remember, the season is about Jesus. It's not about the presents, and it's not about always getting all together. It's about getting your eyes looking up. Have yourself a good day. We'll talk again soon. Bye now.